Hello beautiful people, happy Monday to you all. So a lot of you guys have been asking me to do reviews on some of the palettes that I have been picking up for the holiday season, two of them being the full face palettes, and I thought that today I would compare the two of them for you here so that you can have a better decision making time when trying to decide on which one you want to get or which one you want to ask for Christmas. And if you don't want to get them at all, well then, you know, I don't know why you're watching this. You're just here for the party. So the two palettes that I'm going to be comparing today are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit. Oh, wow. That is dirty. As I was saying, the two palettes that I'm comparing today are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit and the NARS Stephen Klein, what's this one called? One Shocking Moment palette. I can never remember the name of that. Both of the palettes are incredibly expensive. This one is 95 Canadian dollars. This one is 92 Canadian dollars. It makes me want to vomit a little bit just thinking about that and looking at them. It makes one wonder why you buy them in the first place. But anyway, I just wanted to throw it out there that it is definitely not necessary to have both. That's just my first thought. So let's just dive in and compare the two, shall we? We're gonna start with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit. So in this palette, you get two blushes, one of their bronzers, two setting powders, and a highlight powder. Now right off the hop, I can tell you that I do not like these two powders. I don't like this one so much because it's really rather pink. It definitely works as a highlight, but when I go for highlighter, I definitely prefer a more like champagne-y vanilla kind of color. This whole pink thing and I are not friends. And then also this is a little bit too dark to use on my face, so I haven't been able to use it as a setting powder, therefore rendering those useless. However, I absolutely love this yellow setting powder and have been using the crap out of it. I don't know if you can tell, but I have made quite the dent in it already. I absolutely love the Hourglass blushes. The Ethereal Glow is one of my favorites, and I love this Mood Explosion one. This bronzer is growing on me. It's a little bit more warm than I had anticipated it to be, but I still love it regardless. So let's talk about the breakdown, shall we? Each of these powders are 0.049 ounces, leaving the entire palette at 0.294 ounces of product. That is absolutely insane. We all knew right away that this was a ridiculously overpriced palette, yet we wanted it and bought it anyway. My final verdict of this was that I have been using it a ton. I love the blushes, love the setting powder. It's a palette that you can travel with and rely on to have most of your face makeup areas covered. So for that reason, I do like it, and I won't lie to you when I say that I have been using it a lot. I did include it in a previous favorites. So I do like this palette, but as soon as this bad boy came into town, I was like, I'm just gonna give it to you straight here. NARS freaking killed it with this palette. They killed it. They just killed the face palette game. All right. NARS Stephen Klein One Shocking Moment palette. You get a very large sized Laguna bronzer in here. You get the Paloma contouring set. It's like the setting powder and the contouring powder. And you get 4 of the oh so infamous NARS blushes. I'm just gonna read the breakdown of this palette. The 2 contour shades are 0.12 ounces each. The bronzer is 0.29 ounces. Let's just reiterate that. The bronzer is 0.29 ounces. The entire Hourglass palette is 0.294 ounces. Wow! And then each of the blushes are also 0.12 ounces, leaving this in product alone 5 times more product than the Hourglass palette. So if you're wanting to decide between the palettes based on the bang for your buck, this is going to be the one that you should automatically go for. I've tried out many of the previous NARS face palettes, and I've ended up selling them on my blog sale because it would just be blushes for the most part, and sometimes they'd toss in a bronzer. The thing I love about this is that it came with the setting powder and the contour powder. Unlike the Hourglass palette, I will actually get use out of every single shade in here. You guys know I love the Laguna bronzer. Obviously, it's not going to work out for those of you with like much darker skin. I don't know why they don't bring out 2 different versions of it with Casino in it, but whatever. I'm not in charge of their product development. But for the first time ever in a combined face palette, I can actually use the setting powder and the contour shade, and they work beautifully. Now for me in particular, this is the ultimate travel palette because you have the contour shade included in there. It's like you have a setting powder, you got your bronzer, you got all the blush options you could possibly need, and you have contour. It's so great! I actually brought this with me on a little girls' night in Banff and had everything I could have possibly needed for my face. And let's not forget to mention how awesome the cover art for this is. The whole Stephen Klein, I mean, the photos were pretty creepy, let's get real, but I mean, it looks pretty sweet to have sitting on your desk, if you know what I'm saying. In my opinion, it is no longer even a comparison. I wish that I had known how amazing this would have been coming out after this one, because I probably never would have bought this one in the first place. Because I do love the Hourglass products and I did want to try more of their blushes and setting powders, I am happy that I got this for reviewing sake. But if you guys are looking to splurge on or ask for one of these face palettes for Christmas, I would definitely say that it's not even a comparison. I would hands down go for the NARS one. It just has so many more options in here, and it has so much more product, and there's no quality lost with the NARS products because NARS products are equally as amazing. NARS, you're brilliant! So that's it for this little holiday face palette comparison. If you're gonna buy one, I would say go for the NARS one. And that's the way it was, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Let me know what other holiday type products and sets and palettes that you would like me to review, because I'd love to be reviewing many of them for you in the next month. The next month to come. Wow, Christmas is coming quick. I hope you are all having a fabulous Monday. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel and checking out this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!